You need bigger hips. PK, Susu, close. PK, Susu, close. PK, Susu, close. PK, Susu, close. PK.
Guys, this is like gonna be so bad. Like, I literally cannot do this. I'm just warning you now. This is gonna be awful.
Whatever, just kidding.
Dip yo chip.
Oh my god, that is not what I taught you. You're not gonna college and say that. Crouton!
All right, now we're gonna do our over splits, so everyone butt up now.
I
Come
cannot
on.
do this.
Yes, you can.
My body is not
Just get your foot up there, quit complaining. Now hold it for 3 minutes. All right, Andrews, that was a great run. We still need to work on some parts, but let's move on. We're gonna go ahead and run our point piece. So everyone go get their shoes on.
I don't have my shoes.
How many times have I told you to put your shoes in your bag?
I don't bring them to class if I'm not taking them to class tonight. Like, what?
You're fired.
I don't want to put makeup on for recital. I don't like wearing red lipstick.
Yeah, you have to. I'll watch that on stage.
All right, everyone has their carpet. All right, let's stand up and hold hands.
Miss Ellie, can you try my shoe?
Fine.
Miss Ellie, can I go potty?
Oh, can I go potty? Can I go potty?
No,
Me too. I want it.
You don't have a shoe. You don't have a shoe. No.
Nice attire tonight, Clay.
Well, it's black and I haven't been home, so. All right, now we're gonna do some frappes. So, gonna do single, double, Dash and Emily, oh my gosh, you guys are like 4-year-olds. Can you get it together? Wait. It's recital day and your hair needs to be slicked back. All right, class, here's the combination we're gonna do. Tendu, prep, a triple, plie, into another triple, dash and Emily. Get it together. All right, we'll separate you. Again, tendu, prep, triple. I would love it if you could do a 4. You know what? Time out, both of you. There and there. I don't even want you to see each other. No. Quit it. No.
Okay, class, 4 bronze, go. Where's Dash?
These are really bad. Don't know.
He's gone. Again. Fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, last thing, free choice.
a song for you. It's your favorite.
Okay.
Oh, I have another one. You ready?
Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Leaving the old studio, I'm gonna cry. Oh, Miss Megan!
Welcome to dress rehearsal, everyone. We're gonna do awards. Okay. So, first award is worst attendance, and it goes to, no surprise, Dash. And he's not here. What a surprise. Okay, moving on. Okay, most likely to be at the end of a height line, Rebecca Collins. Here we go. Congrats, short one. Okay.
All right, our next award is the most directionally challenged, which goes to Belay. Over here. The next award is the most talkative, goes to Emily Harrington.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have most likely to drop a class goes to Lauren Hoover. And next up we have most likely to get annoyed with Emily and Dash in class goes to Miss Ellie Ward.
So the best twerker goes to Dash.
Show us.
Oh!
And next, most likely to wear the wrong uniform to class is Miss Clay Porter.
Okay, so our next award is most likely to remember the tap warm-up, and that goes to Ellie Ward. Congrats. And our next award is most likely to be late to class because she's napping, and that goes to Emily Harrington.
The next award is most difficult to criticize, Miss Rebecca Collins. The next award is most likely to have a work meeting, Lauren Hoover.
Sorry, I actually have to run back to work now.
Okay, and our final award is most likely to be late to class. You guessed it, everyone. Class of 2016. Let's go. And drops the mic.
Mic drop.
Sam, I remember when we were on the company together and I just looked up to you so much. I thought you were the coolest girl ever and I wanted to be just like you when I grew up, and I still look at you as an amazing leader, and I was really excited when you decided to teach at the studio.
Miss Sam, I loved having you, even though I only had you this year. Modern was always so much fun. And I remember when you used to dance at the studio, I think it's so cool that you're teaching now. So I loved having you in Modern.
Sam, I have only known you for a year, but I've learned a lot from you and just the different styles. You've gone beyond just teaching us dance, but teaching us the history of dance. And I've just really enjoyed learning different ways of Modern from you, and just your light that you bring into the room.
Miss Sam, I remember being on company with you, and I was so intimidated, and you and Molly were always like, boom, like the idol, and I always looked up to you guys, and I was just like this little 7th grader coming into company, and I was just so scared, and you guys were so nice to me, and I just really fit in. I love company just because it was such a family environment, and it was great to start off my first year with you guys. And it's kind of weird, like now being a student of yours and dancing with you a couple years ago, and so it's interesting. And I've seen you, like, even though I haven't seen you for the past 4 years, it's interesting to be like, whoa, this is where she is now. Like, she's come so far, even though I'm still like a little, well, now I'm a graduate, but and like when I heard that you were going to be a modern teacher at dress rehearsal last year, it was like, whoa, this is crazy, like you're going to be my teacher. And I danced with you, like this is crazy, and I still think it's crazy to this day. And so, yeah, and you're a really nice person overall. You're just so genuine and always nice, and you put up with our craziness so easily.
Miss Lindsay, I have never had you in class except for a few times I've subbed, but when I have had you, I really liked my ballet classes I had with you, and I've loved getting to know you a little bit in the last month when the classes combined, and you give such good corrections, and I love how you get us involved in your classes, and it's just been great.
Miss Lindsay, I never had a class with you, but I always saw you walking in and out of the studio, and you always were just so nice to me, and I wish I had the chance to have you as a teacher.
Miss Lindsay, I didn't have you as a teacher, but I did get to know you a little bit this year, and I can just tell you have so much fun doing what you do and teaching little kids and elementary school kids, and it's really cool to see, and just your support for me, and it's crazy because I don't know you all that long, but you do have a lot of love, and I thank you for that a lot.
Okay, so Miss Lindsay, I've never had you as a teacher, but I know you're great. And I remember like when you came in and started cleaning stuff for us, I was like, whoa, we're like actually like cleaning right now. And it's kind of interesting to like see you as a new teacher developing in this new environment, and you really fit in, and so it's really nice getting to know you even though I haven't had a class with you, and you're just super nice all around, and I always see you smiling, and so it's really nice.
Miss Megan. Miss Megan, you've been one of the teachers I have known the longest, and because I started dancing at the studio when I was 3, and then you took over for Miss Candy. And I have honestly enjoyed your classes the most, with Technique 1 for hair and tap classes. I always look forward to tap class because it's just so like relaxed, and I can have a good laugh and still do a lot of these tap moves now. Because I still struggle with pullbacks, but I'm getting there with practice. But I've always enjoyed tap classes and technique classes, and just I always walk in expecting to have a great time and laugh.
Miss Megan, you have been, even though I haven't had you in class as much as I maybe would have liked, I've loved the last year in tap with you, and the couple years you were in charge of company and everything. You have been such a big help as I try and learn tap, and just someone that I know I can always talk to. You're such a fun person to be around, and I'm going to miss you a lot next year.
Miss Megan, I probably have my most studio memories with you, Miss Megan, and I will always cherish those, and how goofy you are at tap and throughout all combo classes. And I will love our little kid class memories together, and you just really care about the students' lives and what they're doing other than dance. And I will forever miss you and love you and remember you.
Okay, so Miss Megan, I just love you so much, girl. Every time I walked into the studio, you were always there with a huge smile on your face, and I just feel like you're always in a great mood. And some of my best memories from class were in your class. I loved assisting Tiny Tutus in combo with you,
And I've just had you for so long, and you always will just be so special to me, and I'm excited to become friends with you after I graduate.
Miss Megan, I have had you as a teacher for as long as I can remember, and will always remember. You are the reason that I am going to pursue teaching in dance and in school. But you have led me to be the person that I am, the teacher that I am, the dancer that I am. And you are the reason that I am pursuing TAP and have made the TAP team at K-State. You have just always been there for me and always been that shining light, the motivator, the keep going, you've got it teacher that I needed. So thank you for everything you've done for me in the past 15 years.
Miss Megan, I've danced with you, well, as a teacher, obviously, for a really long time, and so it's kind of crazy that the journey is like coming to an end, and you're just such a genuine, nice person, and you always have fun. And I remember my first year on company, and like you were the instructor and stuff, and you made it so fun. Like company that year was probably the best year ever, and it made it so fun, and you're just all around super nice, and you're down to earth, and I love the way you talk to people, and you're just an overall great person, and it's kind of, I like to look up to that, and that way it shapes my kind of personality to be so nice to people and have fun at the same time and know when to stop and where not to. Yeah.
Miss Kara, I was honestly really scared of you when I first met you, and I didn't know how the year was going to go for jazz classes because that's the most classes I had you for. I honestly became a lot better turner because of you. I was an awful turner. I remember you used to yell at me for like tucking my hair behind my ears after every turn sequence I did. It was a bad habit, and you helped break that for me.
Miss Kara, I don't even know what to say. I remember when I first met you, and you were probably the first teacher that made me want to work hard because I wanted just to please them, and that's something that I can never, it's in your classes, well, and Miss Preston's, that I fell in love with dance, and that's just something that I can never pay back, and I don't even know what to say. I feel like I'm gonna miss you a lot next year, and you've just been such a role model. You're someone I can always talk to whenever I need a problem, and when I needed someone to be nice to me, you were that, or if I needed a firm hand, you were that too. You've been such a great person in my life for 6 years, and I mean, when I was younger, I would have followed you to the ends of the earth if you'd asked me to, so you're just really important to me.
Miss Kara, from the beginning, I will admit that I did find you very intimidating, but you did bring me out of my shell, as from the very first class I had with you, with all older girls, I was put on the spot to do it by myself, and that terrified me, but now I can do it without batting an eye, so I have you to thank for that.
Miss Kara, I remember the first time I met you, I was in my dressing room backstage recital, and you always came in and yelled at us, and I was like, who is this dark-haired Miss Kristen that's like so mean, like scary? But now that I got to know you, I know that you're not mean and scary, and I just loved having you in classes for so long and assisting Hip Hop 1 with you. I'm also excited to become friends with you after I graduate.
Miss Kara, again, I was terrified of you when I first had you, as I'm sure most people have been. But again, I was very wrong. You are so loving. You have so much energy in what you do, so much passion for your students and your dance. And you've always been the pusher and the go the extra step, and I can't tell you how many times we've had great laughs in your class, and I will definitely miss having those friend moments for a teacher as I move on.
Miss Kara, so I've been through a lot with you, and I remember like one of the dress rehearsals or recital, like you were behind stage or something, and I totally thought you were Miss Kristen, and you're like, oh, I'm Miss Kara, and we're like, who is this? And we were all scared of you, and I remember being like, hey, my name's Emily, and you're like, okay, who's this weirdo? And so it was kind of like cool, and then we were like, oh, you're a teacher now, what up? But also you're a deep down person, like deep down to earth is what I meant. And it's really nice like seeing the different sides of you. Like you always like to have fun, and you're always there to push us and pursue whatever, but you're also like there to talk to us. I remember you breaking down at the studio one of the occasions, and it was just like nice to see that kind of side of you, because I don't really see it that often, and it really opened up my eyes to like see around people more. And it's fun to look up to you, and it's nice I do look up to you, because you pursue like whatever you want. Like you went through the Kansas City cheer tryouts, or Chiefs tryouts or whatever, and even though you didn't make it, you kept on going, and so it was like you pursue and you keep going, and even if something's knocking you down, you just go up a step higher, and so that pushes me to like push for what I want in my life.
Miss Kristen, I have been one of your students for many years now for ballet and pointe and jazz when you taught jazz. I still remember that Hold Me Tight dance, and I will never forget that dance because we performed that in Theater in the Park. I'm definitely going to miss you a lot next year, because I feel like you're one of the teachers I'm closest to, because you pushed me and you brought out the better dancer in me, and I can never forget that you did so much for me and picked at me and pushed me, and now I'm where I'm at because of you.
And Miss Kristen, as I said to Miss Kara, it's in your classes too that I fell in love with dance, and I fell in love with ballet, especially in your classes. And pointe, I've enjoyed taking pointe from you for 8 years, and it's been such an amazing time. And you choreographed my favorite dance ever, which was Schindler's List. I loved that dance, and it's been amazing. And I just want to tell you that even though I left the company, it wasn't because of you. I had a lot of personal reasons for leaving, but I think that you've done a great job with it, and I know that you're going to do really great things in the future.
I remember the dance Hold Me Tight with you, and I remember really good stretches and warm-ups to like songs that we would all sing along to, and have some very good memories with you, and I wish I could have had you with more classes as I got older, and I will miss you next year.
Miss Kristen, I have had you forever, and company with you, and I just have a bunch of great memories with you, and I guess I'll get to know you a lot better when I marry your daughter Amelia when she's older.
Miss Kristen, gosh, I was terrified of you when I had you for a jazz class my first year, and I just thought you were this horrible, scary, mean person, but I was completely wrong. You are so loving, so full of joy and love for what you do, and that has just spread to all of the dancers you've had and have under you. I know I could come to you for anything dance related or just about life. You have inspired so many people, including myself, to keep going, to keep pushing. You've taught us about what to expect in life and just about really anything that life can throw at us. And I thank you so much for what you've done for us.
Miss Kristen, I've been through a lot with you too because you were my first ballet teacher, first boy teacher, and you've taught me beyond what I thought I was capable of, and you've shaped me into this amazing person and dancer, obviously, and you taking over company, you've done a phenomenal job. It's kind of hard to step into steps that have been so high, and you did an amazing job. Overall, you're just an amazing teacher, and even though we get annoying sometimes, like, you put up with it and it doesn't really matter, and well, even though it does, during ballet class, like, me and Dash always do like random stuff, but you put up with it so well. I remember you writing me a recommendation letter and you sent it to me. You're the only person that sent it to me, and I read it and I literally started bawling because I guess I didn't realize how much that you really deeply cared, and it really showed, and how much you've observed, and you're amazing at everything. And so when I read that letter, it was just like, wow, I really do need to live up to her, and I guess you go underappreciated. We should really appreciate you more than we have, and not take you for granted and stuff, because you are truly amazing at everything we do, and you put in all your extra time and giving up your family time and everything. So it's like, thank you so much for all that you do, and being an amazing instructor and almost a second mom, basically, because we literally see you like every day. You are truly amazing, and I'm blessed that you have been an important role in our lives, and my life especially, and so thank you.
Miss Jenny, it makes my day a whole lot better when you greet me, and it just makes me feel a lot warmer inside, and makes my day take a whole turnaround if it's going pretty bad, and it just makes me more relaxed and ready to go into class.
Miss Jenny, thank you so much for being a mom to everyone at the studio, and you're just someone that I know I can always talk to or turn to if I have a problem, and you have such a caring heart, and I've loved getting to know you. I'm so glad you've done everything you do. You worked so hard for me and everyone at the studio, and I'm so thankful.
Miss Jenny, I would like to say thank you for always being such a bright, smiling face to walk into on the studio. You are such a caring person, and that shows in how you will walk girls out to their car at night when it's dark, and how you just love, you really tell how much you love the studio, and we love you back.
Miss Jenny, I loved getting to know you over these few years, and I always had so much fun with you when you would always take us on trips, and you always were just so generous to us, and that just means so much to us and me, and I will be visiting a lot soon.
So Miss Jenny, you may not have been at the studio as the owner as long as I've been there, but you have definitely made an impact on my life and my dance experience. You are not only giving and caring, but you are a second mom to me, and all those times that you have helped me at all of the crazy conventions of blood sugars, getting sick, and always being there and ready for me. And I just can't tell you how much that means to me, and your support of everything I do and all of the things that I'm going to do. I can't thank you enough.
Miss Jenny, basically a second mom. You literally sacrifice everything for me, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, and how much I'm gonna miss you next year, because literally see you every day, and you're a really down to deep person, and we've had so many deep conversations, and I feel like I can just open up to you. Like, sometimes I tell you stuff that I can't even tell my mom. Like, that's how close we are, I feel like. And even though it's only been a couple of years that we've been so close, like, it feels like forever, and a friendship that I'll cherish for a lifetime, even though you're older than me and whatever, you're seriously an adult that I looked up to all the time. And the way you do things, it's like, wow, I should do it too. You seriously are an amazing person inside and out, and I can't thank you enough for all the stuff that you sacrificed for us, and your all-around love for the whole studio. You always put in the extra mile, and you always want everything to be perfect, and even though like we go crazy, like you know how to settle us down, and you're a second mom for everyone really at the studio, and overall just super nice going to the studio and seeing your face. Like, I know sometimes I can be annoying or come to class late, but you always smile and like, hey, welcome to the studio, or hey, Emily, and then at the end we're always like adios and stuff. But it was really nice connecting these past couple of years, and thank you for all that you do. Love you.
The studio has been my family for the past 14 years of my life, and I will miss that immensely next year. You guys have been my second home and my getaway for whatever I need to. I can just go to the studio and know that I don't have to worry about anything else that's going on in my life. I just have to focus on the dance classes of my peers and just be a better dancer. Nothing else mattered in those studios. So thank you so much for believing in me and pushing me. I will never forget it.
I'm going to miss all of you guys so much next year. I don't even know what to say. To the studio, you really have been my second home for a really long time. When I came to you in 5th grade, that was a really crazy year for me. My best friend moved away, a lot of things changed. And then that's when I started coming. But I think I fell in love with dance at the studio when I was in freshman year, and that was when everything changed. But it has been the one constant in my life for 8 years, and it truly has been my second home, and I think that it will be. Now that I'm moving to college, I know that it's somewhere I can always come back to and just get away from it and dance if I need to. And just thank you so much for everything.
The studio itself has provided me with such a family and friendships that will go beyond high school. I was always very quiet in school, and I would come to the studio and just be very loud and outgoing and very unlike me in elementary school at least, and now I will forever cherish and look back and love the studio.
I have been dancing in the studio for so long, and it feels really surreal that I'm leaving, but I'm excited to move on, and I will definitely be back a lot. And a lot of my fondest memories were with the studio, and I'm gonna be super sad to leave. I just want to thank everyone with the studio for everything they've done for me, and yeah, I love you guys.
The studio I called my second home for 15 years, and it's strange to be saying goodbye, but I know it's not goodbye forever. I will come back, and it is a very home environment. The teachers, they care more about you and your personal interests and your life. They don't care just about what your feet are doing or how you're holding your arms. They care about what you have to say, what you think, what you feel, and it's very hard to find that nowadays with huge classes. You still get the personal one-on-one that most kids need to push them, and just the love and care that you can see as you walk through those doors. It definitely leaves a mark on someone.
The Studio School Dance has been my home for 15 years, I think, and I remember my first class. I could look back and I'm like, wow, that was 15 years ago, and now here I am, like, my last week of class is this week. It's kind of weird. It's just, I'm thankful for this whole experience throughout the studio, because of all the second family and all the memories, like laughing and crying and missing class, or like, and you guys getting mad at us. Like, even though those are like kind of weird, like it's still like nice to remember. I can always rely on the studio for like help or my support system and stuff, and so it's really nice to have that support. And just having all those memories, my whole life was basically at the studio, and so leaving it is kind of weird. Having it be my last recital is kind of weird. And I just want to thank the whole studio environment for being such an amazing support system. I know I already said that, but I'm saying it again because it's truly true. But I will seriously cherish all the memories for a lifetime. You see on my Facebook, it's literally company photos, and I've made friends that I will literally have for my whole life, and I want to keep that friendship, and I will always come back to the studio, even though, like, I'll be at college and stuff, like, I'm always going to make it a priority to come back to my second family that has provided me with so much, because I am the person I am today with the studio school of dance. It's going to be really hard to that, because you guys are seriously the best thing ever that has ever happened to me, so I love you guys.
We just wanted to thank everyone at the studio for all of the love you've given us.
For the friends and the family.
For the years of hard work and dedication that you've given us.
For your generosity.
For a second home.
And for the memories that we will cherish for a lifetime.
We love you!
Love.